Hey, it's time for February's Mapleton Monthly Minute. That's going to be a little bit longer than a minute, but probably not as long as the last one. We had one city council meeting this month, and there are just two items from that meeting that I wanted to pass along. We are talking about, in our work session, we're talking about the accessory apartment fee and evaluating that fee and what that fee should be. So this is something you'll want to watch moving forward. Currently, it's a $5,500 charge. You can pay that fee all at once or over the course of 3 years, and owners pay 1.5 times the sewer base rate. We are collecting some additional data before we make any possible adjustments to that fee. I do support a fee. There is additional impact in our city when one rents out their basement or an accessory apartment. I do support it, but I do think it's important that we evaluate that fee and make sure that we are justified on what we're paying. The other thing is the Councilman Theron Garrett, in our staff report, he raised the question of removing our health benefits from the city councilman's benefit package. We are all in support of this. I am self-employed. I pay for my own benefits, and I will continue to do that. So we will make those decisions moving forward, but I believe we're all on board with removing that health insurance benefit from the compensation for city council members. The other thing to update is simply the public workshop that we had last week. We had, probably 70 or 80 people there. It was a great turnout. I hope those that came thought it was beneficial. I'll link to the website where you can get some updated information. The big takeaway from many of the residents there was, of course, to preserve open space, and we love that open space, but the question is, how do we do it? And I'm going to include some data on that. I'll share with that now, but I'll also include it in the post. In order to maintain our current ratio of 4 park acres per 1,000 residents at our build out, we need to have about 75 acres of open space. We already have about 31 acres approved for development, but that leaves us with about 45 or so acres that we need to acquire in some way as a city, whether we purchase it or acquire it from other development agreements. If we are to buy that land, if you think 44 acres and you're looking at a current market rate of approximately $250,000 per acre to purchase, that's $11 million to buy the land. To improve that land, you're looking at approximately another $250,000 per acre to improve it. You can see the cost is significant. The cost of land does not go down over time. So keep this in mind as you're mulling over the issues with our general plan. A couple of dates to be aware of. By the end of March, we should have a preliminary draft plan from the engineering company. In April, we will have another public forum, and by May, we will be in the adoption stages of that final plan. So that's something to watch for. A couple of other things to watch for in the coming weeks. One of my city council assignments is to work with the budget with the city manager and the finance director and the mayor. So we're getting in the mode of budgeting for next year. So you'll want to watch the agenda for some items where we discuss roads, and also in the coming months some more details on the sewer upgrade that I talked to you about last month. So as you know, once again, we have unlimited needs and wants and very limited resources, and so you will hear me talk a lot about trade-offs. So as you're thinking about some of these issues with the city, with the budgeting challenges that we have, I want you to just weigh out the trade-offs, and you'll hear me talk a lot about that. So I hope that's helpful. You can post below, or if you're reading this on email, send me an email. I would love to hear from you.